Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far today. This is Kathy, and what I'm going to share with you is some information about current scams that are going on. Since we've had the coronavirus, it seems like people have been amping up their ideas on how to scam people. So I'm going to show you some examples of what they might look like and what you need to look for to help keep yourself safe from getting scammed. And then I'm going to show you what to do if you were scammed or if you have possibly had an idea that it was a scam that is taking place. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is phishing. And what phishing is when someone sends you an email or a text message and they use that to try to trick you into giving them your personal information. It may look like something that you are familiar with, like it might look like it's coming from your bank, your credit card company, a social networking site, online payment website, app, or an online store. So they get pretty tricky using logos and wordage to trick you into thinking it's the actual company when it really is not. So a lot of times they will try to tell you a story to trick you. Like you may get an email that says that they've noticed suspicious activity or so many login attempts on your account. Or they may say there's a problem with your account or payment information. Say that here's your personal information. Please confirm that it's correct. They may even make an invoice and include it and say, here's your invoice of the items that you purchased that you've not paid for. They also may say, here is a link. Click on this link to make your payment so that it's not late or to avoid charges. They also may say that you're eligible to register for a government refund or something to do with the stimulus package. Or they might send you a coupon, say, hey, this is, you get free $50 if you click this link on maybe a site that you shop at recently or want to shop at. So I have a couple of screenshots that I'm going to share with you to show you some, these are actually taken from emails to show you what they look like. So the first one is from Netflix. It's not actually from Netflix, it's a phishing email. And this is what it looks like. And here's some things to point out that help you know that this is a scam. So if you look at it, okay, it's got the Netflix logo here at the top, and then it's got the red button that says update your account now. And when you look at this, they even included your friends at Netflix, Help Center, and contact us. But there's a couple things wrong with this, and this will help point out to you that it is a false email. The first thing is it says, hi, dear. It doesn't even address you by your account name that you would have. That's the first key thing to realize. Okay, my name's not Dear. Thank you for calling me Dear, but my name is Kathy. So that could be one thing that you could see. Another thing, if you look down here where it says Help Center, center is misspelled. A lot of time in phishing emails, something will be misspelled, or when you read it, it doesn't really make sense. Like, what, we'll try again, but in the meantime, you may want to update your payment details. So they're like asking for your account information. So legit sites will not ask specifically. So if you think, okay, maybe this is legit, go to the Netflix website itself, log into your account, and check your information. Never click through the email. Go directly to the site. And that way you'll know, okay, if this was legitimate, which it's not, then you would know by going into your account itself. Now, this second example I have over here, this one is pretty well done because they even change the email address up here. A lot of times when you get an email like this, if you hover over the from, if it says secure whatever, it may possibly be from the place that sent it. But a lot of times if you hover and it's a bunch of numbers and letters and jumbo email, you know automatically that it's not a legit email because it's sent from a phishing website. But this one is very well done where it actually had, they put secure and SunTrust. You might think, oh, maybe that is So if you look further, it says, Dear SunTrust client, and more than likely, again, if it's coming from your bank or something, they will know your name and your name will be in there. Not always, but most of the time. But if you read down here further, it says to view your account, have your ID and password in your account. So say you click this and put this in, then they have direct access to all your banking information. So you need to be very, very careful. They even included the phone number. I did not check it to see if that's actually their number, but that would be another thing you could do is take this number and put it in your browser and look it up and see if it actually comes up the bank. More times than not, it is false. It's not a real one. Or type in your local number to see and log in your account. So you could go directly, if SunTrust is your bank, go directly to SunTrust, log into your account to see if it's safe. Don't click on this. But if you can see down here at the bottom, this bit.ly/2GBYLHC, this is actually a little screenshot of this link right here. If you were to click this link, this is the URL that comes up. You know automatically that is not the bank. That is someone else. So if I hovered over it, this would come up right here rather than actually clicking it. So be very careful about clicking things. More times than not, if you hover over it, it'll give you a little preview in your email what it is before you click, so you know not to click. But my rule is better safe than sorry. I go directly to the website and I don't click anything in my email, even if it does look legitimate. Here are two more examples of false emails, phishing emails. And this one here, it is, as you can see, it says that it's Tom Smith from the FBI. So honestly, if you looked from the email address, it says Tom Smith, but if you go further, Tom FBI guy at freemail.com, it's not a legitimate email. It would be a government email, more than likely if he's legitimately from the FBI. So freemail.com, that's a first key, is like that is not a legitimate person. And then he goes on here talking about information about containing a large sum of money in an account that belonged to you. I mean, right there, that's suspicious too. And then we believe you could be involved in a serious crime and you could save your own skin. Anytime there's any type of threatening information, you know it's not legitimate. And then if they a lot of them will say you're going to have prosecution and you need to immediately respond and give me your bank email, you know that all of that is not legitimate and not a true FBI agent sending you email. They will not do that. If there's anything, they would send you a certified letter. So don't fall for emails like that, trying to force you into things that aren't for real. And then this one is a little blurry, but this one is how to protect yourself and your friends from COVID. And then what it did is it has a link and it says uploaded with iCloud Drive. So it's basically taking you to someone's iCloud, or it's claiming that it is. You need to be very careful. And it's sent with high priority. Someone that you don't know and a link, I would not click it. So especially if you get an email from someone like that you don't know, don't open it and don't click on the link. Then here are some things to help protect you. Make sure that you're using security software on your computer. Make sure that if you're using your phone that you have kept up with your software updates. Don't be afraid to update those, because if they're pushed out by the manufacturer, they're needed. And it's usually to help with current things like this. Protect your account by multi-factor authentication. It's an extra security measure. It might be when you log into something, you get a text stating that you're trying to log in. Here is the code. You put the number in. It'll help you. And it's basically just to help you stay secure. You may have something else like your account needs to open up with your facial recognition or your fingerprint, like that if you're using a mobile device. That's multi-factor authentication. So you also need to remember to back up your data on everything from your phone to your computer just to stay safe. The next thing I want to show you, here are some examples of the most recent coronavirus scams. You may get a text that makes it look official from the government. You may get a link that says click here for government help. And I have two examples that I'm going to show you. The government is not going to reach out to you via text, email, phone, or social media to give you this information. So don't fall into the trap thinking that it's legitimate from the government. So if you do have questions, here is the website. You're going to go to irs.gov coronavirus. That's where the official information comes from, or go to the CDC about coronavirus updates. But I just put this little screenshot over here. This is a text. It says congrats. And then it says click here to receive a $500 gift card. Wow, that sounds great. I could use $500. But first of all, congrats is kind of shortened, so maybe that's not legitimate. Clicking here will take you to an external link, not within the email. And receive is spelled wrong. A lot of times, like I said, with phishing, the words will be spelled wrong. So just be careful if you get a short text like that. You don't know who it's from. I don't know that number. It's a 1-800 number. It's not an actual number. So be careful with that. Again, you could take this number, 800-555-0004, and you could put it in your browser and look it up and see where it's coming from. And that can help you that way. Here are some screenshots of actual COVID-19 things that people, they're phishing things that have been sent out. You may get one. Actually, I got this one. It says someone who in contact with you tested positive, recommends you isolate yourself and get tested. And then it says more at. And then if you click that, that will take you to another site that is getting all your information off your device. So be very careful with that. Another one that might be out here is saying, hey, our stimulus package, you have to fill out this survey and we will give you free goodies. So be very careful when you're going to this. Even the link itself does not look legitimate. So be very careful with clicking things in text messages about coronavirus help. Here's a little bit more information about some scams of the coronavirus. And it might be check updated coronavirus map in your city. Click here. Coronavirus infection warning from a local school district, CDC, World Health Organization's email, social media, coronavirus messaging. Keep your children safe. And you might even get a phone scam that calls to raise money for victims. So be very careful with that. Watch out for phony cures. The FDA has sent many warnings out to companies that have proclaimed that they are the cure-all for the coronavirus or can help people get better from them. And there's just a few listed that were listed by the FDA. Make sure you're careful that if you're looking into something like this, what they do is they raise your hope to be cured from this virus, but then they're basically lightening your wallet because you're paying for something that's not going to work. Watch out for free coronavirus testing kits. And I have a copy. I'm going to play it here. This is an audio of a phone scan. It's real short, so I wanted you to listen to it. So if you get this call, you know that it is fake.
Response Act has made coronavirus testing more accessible immediately. If you want to receive a free testing kit delivered overnight to your home, press 1. If you do not want your free testing, press 2.
Okay, so my suggestion is if you get a call like that, don't press anything, just hang up, okay? So be careful for those kind of scams on the phone. Watch out for testimonials that say these doctors, this is my testimonial, or this is a testimonial for real people. Some of it may be false information. Some of it may be true, but just be very careful of what you're listening to and determining how things are going. Here is two other ones that we have seen as far as advertisements or pushed out messages for health products. This is a Get Corona Safety Mask, and they want you to download it. And right here, it's be careful because it's not safe. Another one is if you're diabetic and using insulin, we can qualify you to get free diabetic monetary and complimentary test kit for coronavirus. To learn more, press 1 or 2. Again, just hang up the phone. It's not legitimate. Don't press 1 or 2. That'll help keep you safe. Here's another one. This one is an email from, it says it's from the CDC, which it's actually not. But what it did is it updated lists of cases around your city, and then it says it's cdc.gov. It's not. So be careful when you do this. If you want to see the actual things, go to cdc.gov in your browser. Don't click from the website. So what can you do? If you feel like you've been scammed or information that you're getting is not legitimate, you can report it to these different places. You can go to the Federal Trade Commission, and this is what the website looks like here. You can just click File a Consumer Complaint and be able to do it that way, report identity theft, all of that. So it's a very user-friendly website so that you can use the Federal Trade Commission.gov. The other one is called us.gov, and it's a place to report scams and frauds. You just click on it and you can report that information there. The Federal Business Bureau has a scam tracker. And what you can do is you can put in types of scans, or you can just scan the area, and then what it'll do, it'll come down here and give you information of scams in our area. So if you think something might not be legitimate, you can go there and look at it. It'll show the businesses that it is and that kind of thing. So check that out. If you have a question about anything, you can check locally for scams that way. You can block the caller or emails if someone keeps constantly getting a hold of you. There's also a fraud watch network, and this is the phone number for it. It's 877-908-3360 to report that. There's also this is the Internet Crime Complaint Center website. This is I get a little bit smaller here, bigger for you. There we go. This is where all you have to do is click File a Complaint and be able to file a complaint with them. So I hope that this information has been helpful to you. I did a little research. These are the resources that I used to come up with the information to share with you. Thank you to Guiding Ohio Online, and everybody stay safe online and at home, and I hope to see you again soon next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks.